Hello. Hello, Chung on YouTube. Good to see you. Hello and welcome back to the stream. I am very, very, very sick today, so I don't know, gonna be more low energy than usual, I guess. I will do my best. My body is trying to kill me, so I don't know. It's hard. It's pandemonium. It is. Ugh. God. Somebody put me out of my misery. Why is it so hard to be alive? Oh, it was Father's Day today. I sent my dad a text. Aren't I a good daughter? Yes, I am. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. What's crack-a-lackin'? What is everybody up to this fine day? Hello, Ricochet. Yeah, I didn't do my Spooky Sunday stream today because I literally just couldn't move. I literally couldn't get out of bed. Everything hurt. I had a headache. My boobs hurt. My uterus hurts. My back hurts. My knees hurt. My elbows. You get the picture. It's just, you know, it's a mixture of things. It's not great. It's not great, and I'm not a fan of it. Does anything not hurt? I mean, there probably is something. I just can't locate it off the top of... I think my eyeballs don't hurt. I think my eyeballs are currently not in any pain. Although they might be, I don't know. I don't know. It's spelling bee time. We have the letter O, the letter G, the letter N, the letter I, the letter P, the letter R, and we have to use the letter D. I'm going to go for riding. Riding schlong. No, I'm just joking. What about piping? Also can make a joke about that, but oh no, there's no D in that. I take it back. Hello, Ricochet. Hello, Mercurial. Dodging? Oh. Prodding. What about ridging? Is that a word? It is now. Oh wow, 42. 42 points. We are the smartest people in the entire world. Look at us go. Look at us go. Connections. How good was I at connections when I was drunk? I was so good at connections when I was drunk. Alright, we have 16 words. There are 4 categories. We don't know what they are. We have to group 4 words together that might have some type of connection, and then it will tell us what the category is. Does that make sense? I don't know. I'm doing my best. Oh, we've got Disney princesses. We've got Tiana, Ariel, Aurora. Oh, wait, which Ariel is it? Oh, no, it's this one. I think Merida is that Brave or something? I don't know. I haven't seen any of the new ones, and I think this is like the Swan Princess. It doesn't make sense. Can you explain it like I'm 5? Well, when a mummy and a daddy love each other very much, Delta. Got him. Got him. Veranda. Oh, Hyperbobian isn't here to give us the answers. This is going to be hard. Volumetric. I feel like linear and volumetric are going to go together somehow. Arabesque is like a ballerina thing, I think. Arabesque split. Aerial and round off. I think these are gymnastic things. Are these things in gymnastics? I think a round off is where you sort of like start to do a cartwheel, but then you come around at the end. I'm not entirely sure. I know it's something to, I know linear, angular, and volumetric are something to do with maths. Yeah, we need our, Hyperbovian's a mathematician, but he's not here. He's not here. He's abandoned us. Fucking rude, actually. But I feel like these are gymnastic things. Arabesque, aerial, split, and round off. I don't know. I just feel like they're to do with gymnastics or something. Gymnastic moves. Okay. See you go. Guys, you watched the Olympics once and all of a sudden, you know the answers. Oh, this says Vedana. I thought it said veranda. Go my dyslexia. A combination of being Australian and dyslexic. Linear, angular, volumetric. Okay, I'm going to listen to you, Mercurial. If you're wrong, you're going to get in trouble. Just so you know. Linear, angular, volumetric. Geometry adjectives. Georgia, Vedana, aerial, and impact. Fonts. Oh, these are fonts. We're perfect, guys. How does it feel to be perfect? We are the champions of the world. Ooh, I'm gonna have some tea. Oh, delicious. Oh, you forgot Vedana is a font? I read it as veranda. I thought it said veranda. Little pandas sitting in jacarandas, having some tea on their veranda. La, 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 la. To be fair, who uses Vedana? I don't even know what it is. Rocky outcrop. Cliff? No. Rocky outcrop. Chaplain of Game of Thrones. One scene in a cast. Pirates plunder. Booty. Oh yeah, boy. Give a hoot. An owl? Owls? Ski lodge quaff. Quaff? Copter blade. Is that a rotor? I think that's called a rotor. Make note of. No, that doesn't work. Maybe booty is wrong. Indiana City, where the Jackson 5 were from. I don't know where Michael Jackson is from. Trust in booty. Sticks across his actor. Oh, as seen as in a cast. That makes so much sense. What are you doing? My cat's doing something weird. 3 down, a note. Oh, I was trying to make it say note. I forgot you could like put 2 words together. Is she taking another fat shit? No, she was like, she's right at the top of her cat tree. It's really, really tall and she's right near the ceiling. And then she was like making the cat tree rock back and forth. And I was like, you're gonna fall out the window because there's a window behind her. I don't know. I don't know what she's doing. She's a thrill seeker. She's a thrill seeker and I am not. It gives me anxiety. I'm like, what are you doing? 4 down is Gary. Ooh, Gary, Indiana. Okay. Oh, maybe this is Craig. Craig. Oh, this is Coco. Yeah, I will make you a mod, Delta. Hang on, I just have to do it off screen. Give me a second. Have to do this. I think I remember how to do it. La, 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 la. I don't want to know your name. I just want bing, bing, bing. I don't want relationship. I just want bing, bing, bing. Channel. That's my channel. Channel. Oh, shit. Channel. There's a delay. Jesus Christ, that's so scary. All right, I don't want to do that. Hang on, guys. Sorry, I'm trying to make Delta a freaking person. I'm trying to it makes it sound like Delta's not a person. I said I'm trying to make Delta a person. Why is that so funny? Bang, bang, bang. I don't want a relationship. I just want bing, bing, bing. I don't think that's how you do it. Let's go back. Create a dashboard. Settings. Channel. Yeah, I think it's probably here. Stream manager. Community? Maybe community. Oh, roles manager. Here we go, here we go, here we go. We can search for Delta. Smells. Oh, add new. Okay. Make sure I don't add the wrong person. Why won't it let me find it? Let me find you. Can you do what I want you to do, please? Why are there so many deltas and they're all the wrong one? Add new. Username. Fuck me dead. How do I do this? You can also use the chat command something mod username. Ooh, thank you for that. That does actually help me because I am dumb. Thank you. I do need help. I do need help. All right. Let's do this. You can right click your name. It doesn't let me. Hang on. No. Where did it go? Oh, there it went. Alright. I can right click you, that's handy. I'll just do the command. Hang on. Oh my god, why am I so dumb? Somebody help me. I've done this before. Why can't I do it now? Like, come on. La. Somebody help me, I'm dumb. Hang on, I think I've got it. Don't worry, do it later. I don't know, I'm too dumb. Hang on. Yeah. Yeah, we should be good. I think I did it. Hopefully I did it. Sorry about that, guys. It's hard being a bimbo. Anyway, we did the crossword. Oh yeah, you got it. You got a little sword. Should we entrust Delta with this kind of power? We might live to regret it, but we'll see. We'll see how we go. Delta's a bit of a slippery fella. We never know what he's gonna do. He always zigs when you think he's gonna zag. Oh, let's do some news. Don't tell me what to do. Which is my ad blocker? I think it's this one. Just go. You came into Delta's got a little sword? Yeah, I do hear that Delta has a little sword. I've heard it. It's the word on the street. And he comes now anyway. Is gonna let us? Oh my god. Just let me not have ads. Jesus Christ. Oh no, this is the wrong one. This is from ages ago. Fuck me. Running a professional operation here. Alright, I guess we are gonna go with this one. Alright. This is me having a rant because I want to. Alright? Hawthorne fan Anthony Albanese found himself on the receiving end of some fan backlash on Saturday afternoon. The Australian Prime Minister was taking in the finals action at Engie Stadium in Sydney. Homebush to be exact. Fucking thank you. And you have to mention what part of Sydney it's in, because that's fucking pertinent to the fucking story, isn't it? Considering he's a freaking Labour leader. Anyway, as his beloved Hawks took on Greater Western Sydney Giants in an elimination final. Sat alongside AFL CEO Andrew Dillon, Albanese had a Hawks scarf draped around his neck as his side moved towards a win away from home. Shut up. Shut up. Should have lost. But towards the latter stages of the third quarter, the camera panned to show the nation's leader on the big screen. Almost instantly, the mood around the stadium shifted with the chorus of boos beginning to ring out. Yeah, it's literally Western Sydney and you're there supporting one of the wealthiest teams in one of the wealthiest sports. How dare you? Think of the optics, dickhead. Anyway. Watch the moment Albanese is booed. That's how we say Albanese now. Albanese, because that's how the UN lady says her name. And she's Italian, so she knows how to say it properly. So he's a team switcher? No, he's always been a Hawks fan. That's not my issue. Apparently, because he heaps into sports. Like, it's a very known fact. Anthony Albanese is into sports. That's not my issue, right? Like, he's a very loyal, like, from my understanding, I've seen him wearing a Newtown Jets jersey, and I've seen him wearing, obviously he's a Rabbitohs supporter, he's a South supporter, he's a Rabbitohs supporter. That's, you know, that's neither here nor there. He was born in Camperdown. That makes sense. Obviously, the Newtown Jets don't play in the first grade competition, so it makes sense for him to support them in the New South Wales Cup, and then his first grade team is Souths. That's fine. That's not my issue. This is my issue. This is my issue. His whole personality is wrapped up in the fact that I was raised by a single mother in Housing Commission. Okay, what is the most working class region in Australia? It is Western Sydney. What is Labor's traditional heartland? Western Sydney. Now, do you think that this is bad optics? Because I obviously grew up in Sydney. I obviously grew up in Western Sydney. I am from Granville. That's, you know, something that I'm pretty open about. I am obviously a Parramatta supporter, but when Parramatta are playing like shit, which is basically every single year since 1986, I will support other Western Sydney teams. I will obviously go Canterbury, Bankstown, and Penrith if those are the choices that are left. But the optics here are, this is fucking Hawthorn, right? This is like the cunts that live in Hawthorn, the cunts that live in Toorak, the cunts that live in fucking Malvern or whatever the fuck that fucking suburb's called. I don't even know because shut up. Because I'm so povo, I just, you know, I don't, I'm not even allowed. I'm not even allowed on that side of the Westgate Bridge, okay? But yeah, it's it annoys me. And of course you're gonna get booed. You're sitting there wearing a Hawthorn scarf in, like, you may as well have gotten up there in a freaking Louis the 16th fucking dress with a Mary Antoinette wig on and said, let them eat cake, mate. Like, what did you think was going to happen? And granted, like, this isn't as big of a faux pas as it could be, right? Because nobody cares about AFL in Western Sydney, to be honest. Like, I'm somewhat of an anomaly because obviously I moved to Victoria and I started watching AFL only really because Western Sydney has a team and I'm a very proud Westie, so those things kind of came together, and I am just, you know, I'm a very, I don't want to say aggressive person, but I definitely get way too into sports. Like, it's a problem that I have, especially State of Origin. I get a bit feral, I get a bit violent, I get a bit punchy. Luckily, I usually watch it by myself, so that's fine. That's fine. I get aggressive, is my point. But yeah, this rubbed me up the wrong way. Like, you want to come out to Homebush? And by the way, like, the Greater Western Sydney Giants were originally based in Blacktown, not Bankstown. Why did I say Bankstown? In Blacktown, right? So it's obvious, like, they wanted this to be a Western Sydney team. And this is like Labor's heartland. So it's just really gross. And I get, like, he's a Hawk supporter and yada, 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 which is just weird. Like, why is, my whole thing is, I'm Anthony Albanese, the lovable Westie. I just love all the working class things. I like to go to gigs. I like to go to gigs. I love music. I love footy. Blah 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 blah. Like, whatever. Like that's fine. That's fair enough. But like, you're literally supporting the most bougie team, right? I mean, besides like the Melbourne Demons, what other teams are like more bougie? I don't know. That's an honest question because I'm not from here. But yeah, I just not a fan. And coming from a Granville girl, Anthony Albanese, I know you used to work in Granville. My dad knew Tom Uren very well. Tom Uren, your mentor, what would he say? What would he say about you disrespecting the people of Western Sydney in such a way? Think about that. Think about that. Disgusting behavior. And that's all I have to say. That is my rant. It is over. I just get sidetracked too many times. Anyway, that's it. Delta will gladly admit he was never a fan of his to begin with. Well, Delta, whose fan are you? I'll ask you that. Oh, I didn't mean to click on that one. Pardon me, guys. I'm having a hard time. Maya, it's hard to live life in a body with a female reproductive system. I'm just gonna say it's I'm synced up with the moon. I am ovulating on the blood moon, and that is a sign. Oh, imagine if I actually got pregnant tonight. Would my baby have magical powers? I was having stomach cramps today, and my phone literally, because I have like a period tracking app on my phone, and it literally said, exercise extra caution today, high chance of getting pregnant. And I was like, thank you, phone. I'll be right though. I'm keeping all the men away from me with garlic. I just go like this. Cop that. Stay away. Stay away from me. You're worried that the media is fomenting revolt so openly? You love garlic. I love garlic too. Okay. Pro-Palestine Bondi Beach protest turns violent. Not Bondi.
Meant to be a peaceful demonstration in support of Palestine has descended into chaos on one of our most iconic beaches.
Hundreds of rival protesters had gathered when some started hurling abuse and then fists before Bondi police were forced to step in.
The iconic Bondi Beach turned into a symbol of division. With flags flying high, the standoff between these two groups quickly escalated. Police did their best as tempers rose.
For people that don't know, Bondi is in the eastern suburbs of Sydney, which is where the majority of Jews in Australia live. It's the wealthiest enclave in Australia. So, I mean, going to Bondi Beach, it's not like these are people that are the furthest, a lot of them, the furthest west they've ever gone is like Sydney Uni, like that little part where like Broadway becomes Parramatta Row, just where Sydney Uni is, which is in the inner city, but that's still the furthest west these people will ever go. Like they'll call that the western suburbs. Like they're actually insane. So the fact that like there was a Palestinian protest in their heartland, these people wouldn't usually be bothered to like leave their $100 billion suburbs, but I mean, it was just down the road. So that's probably why you're seeing counter protesters there.
They don't live here. I live here. They're terrorists.
They don't live here. I live here. What he means is, why are people from Western Sydney on Bondi Beach? Is that what you mean? Is that what you mean? Nice chin implant, by the way. Bet I know which freaking surgeon you got that from, you flog.
Out of here.
A paddle out held in support of Palestine.
We're here to mark Father's Day for the tens of thousands of Palestinian fathers and the tens of thousands of Palestinian children who do not have a father.
The decision to hold a pro-Palestine protest in Sydney.
And, like, the implication that people from Western Sydney aren't Australian is fucking offensive. Like, my dad was in the Australian Army. I'm from fucking Granville. My dad was in the Australian Army. And my grandfather and my dad were labourers on every major infrastructure project in this country. So they literally fucking built this country and they literally fucking fought for this country. So fucking suck on my big fat Western Sydney fucking balls. Fucking don't tell me I can't come to the to the eastern suburbs. I mean, I don't want to go to Bondi because it's full of fucking inbred wankers. Freaking, yeah, bad coffee, overpriced fucking bakeries, fucking not even a good beach. Honestly, go to Coogee, it's way fucking better. Coogee shits all over Bondi. Tamarama fucking shits all over, like, just fuck off. Anyway. They're all Aussies. They're all Aussies. Every single person there is an Aussie, I'm assuming, and telling people from Western Sydney that they're not allowed to go to Bondi is so freaking classist and so freaking racist and so freaking disgusting. Like, shut the fuck up.
Is East condemned by Jewish groups as deliberately provocative.
There's no reason why we should not be allowed to walk on the beach.
Provoking a response from the Jewish community in their backyard, trying to bring hatred.
You don't own Bondi, dickhead. Look, if you actually developed a spice tolerance and you wanted to come out to Western Sydney to eat some food that's not like fucking, I don't know, steak and red wine, we wouldn't tell you to fuck off back to Bondi. I mean, I would if I was drunk and you said you were from Bondi. I'd be like, get the fuck out of here because I'm a little bitch. And but most people wouldn't tell you to go back to the eastern suburbs and you're not allowed out into flavor country where all the hot people live. And by the way, like, you can tell this guy is, you know, we can tell that this is intergenerational breeding within the same shallow gene pool. I'm just saying, like, rich people, they only marry the other rich people from the eastern suburbs, and after a while it starts to show. That's not a racial thing, by the way. That's just a rich people thing. It's slim pickings in the eastern suburbs, let's just say.
And anti-Semitism to Australia.
Bondi, as well as every other beach and every other park in this country, belongs to all Australians.
Thank you, lady.
A very peaceful, symbolic event. We're releasing origami boats into the ocean.
Supporting the current Gaza humanitarian flotilla.
A river of boats for Palestine.
The Mayor of Waverley had asked police to stop the protests from going ahead to prevent incidents like this.
There's now a thin line of police holding these two opposing groups back from one another, worried that tensions could boil over at any minute.
To stop any more clashes, protesters were guided off the beach by police, but that didn't stop a war of words.
It belongs to Australia.
It belongs to Australia, who you hate.
Australia.
Saying that a woman with an Australian accent who literally says Australia isn't Australian. Did you hear that? He's saying this woman who has the freaking thickest Western Sydney accent isn't Australian. Why? Because she's, I assume she's of Arabic descent. That means she's not Australian. Fuck off, fuckwit.
Police haven't made any...
Oh my god. Okay, guys, I need to calm down because I'm getting dangerously close to TOS. Dangerously close to TOS, but this stuff boils. As a Western Sydney lass, this shit freaking boils my piss, mate. Fuck.
Arrests so far, but they are reviewing video of today's scuffles to see whether any charges should be laid. They do say, though, for the most part, the protesters down here at Bondi behaved well. The situation was monitored throughout the day to make sure things remained under control and calm.
Okay, Amy Clements at Bondi Beach, thank you.
This isn't your country. Last time I checked, Western Sydney was the western part of Sydney. Last time I checked, that was in New South Wales. Last time I checked, that was a part of Australia. What the actual fuck? Okay. Alright. Whew, maybe I should have had my drinking stream tonight. Jeez, tell you what, I could use one. A bit of a tosser, are ya? Yes, I am a tosser. Hello. Ooh. My heart rate, yeah, my heart rate is okay. I took a heart tablet before I started streaming, so it shouldn't be too high. But I will calm down. In other news, someone got shot on Elizabeth Street in Melbourne.
A man has died after he was shot and left for dead in the city this morning.
An unknown gunman fired at him from a parked car in what police believe is a targeted attack, and is tonight still on the run.
A street-side shooting in the heart of the city.
A man was shot in the street outside 450 Elizabeth Street, Melbourne, at approximately 3:40 a.m. this morning by an unknown person in a nearby car.
2 shots were fired at the 26-year-old, bleeding out and left for dead outside a 4-star hotel.
The parties are likely to be known to each other. And the deceased person is a person that's known to police.
The Seaford man was dropped off here.
What is everybody guesses? My guess is drug related, probably. I don't know. Put your guess. It's obviously something underworld related, I would say, but put your guesses in the chat.
At the doors of the Royal Melbourne Hospital, but died moments later. Police would like to speak to the victim's 3 associates as searches continue for the offenders at large.
Police particularly want to hear from any person who may have been driving in the vicinity of both locations at that time.
2 blocks of the city street were today a crime scene as detectives desperately searched for clues and whoever is responsible for this targeted attack. An office chair and a Toyota sedan, the focus of forensics.
For it to occur in the heart of the city, even in early hours of the morning, is just not acceptable.
Phoebe Worthley, 7 News.
Yeah, it's kind of starting to get scary. I don't like leaving my house as it is. I don't want to have to worry about getting shot in the middle of the CBD. Is Melbourne the Australia Gotham yet? I mean, yeah, it basically is. There's another story. Hang on, I'll go into this story now. This happened out near Werribee. Crime is actually going down. Yeah, I know, but it feels like it's not. Statistically, it's going down, but I think it's kind of starting to concentrate in more areas. And it feels like it's increasing, especially with the way the media is reporting it. It doesn't necessarily... The statistics don't have to necessarily reflect, you know. Youth crime has definitely gone up. Yeah, it is very, very worrying. But these are 2 poor little buggers that got stabbed.
Good evening. 2 young boys aged just 12 and 15 have been murdered in cold blood by a gang of young thugs.
They'd been walking home from a basketball game when they were ambushed and attacked with knives and machetes.
Mustering so much courage.
My son.
Father's Day, now forever the day Albino Akwang found out his son had been murdered.
That is my only son. I got three daughters and 1 son.
Around 8 p.m. in Cobblebank, 15...
What the fuck is happening? Apparently it might have been like a case of mistaken identity as well, because these are just like apparently just normal kids that aren't involved in like anything, you know, untoward.
Year-old Dow was walking home from a basketball game with 2 friends when they were ambushed by a gang of young thugs. They piled out of an SUV, armed with large knives and machetes, chasing Dow and also 12-year-old Chol before brutally murdering both boys. The third got away.
I heard a child screaming, "Someone please help me," over and over again. This is shocking. It's malevolent.
I was at work. Got a phone call from my daughter. There's a couple kids been killed I try to call my son. The phone it doesn't go through.
Chol died on the street. Around the corner, Dow was killed in a neighbour's front yard, just minutes from his home.
Haven't heard anything from police. Police, they're just giving us from 8 o'clock until 5 in the morning. This morning, I just said, I need to know the answer.
And I saw about 8 people jumping into a car, all holding machetes, and then we just called the police. We've come back outside, seen the guy was not moving at all, and his hand was completely severed from his arm.
Police are adamant the 2 boys who were murdered were not part of any youth gang. They are trying to figure out why they were targeted.
I think it was mistaken identity. I think perhaps those kids were kind of like a mercenary type situation, like they were hired by somebody, and I think they were given a description, and perhaps that might have included a skin tone description, and they've just seen 2 kids that, you know, do have a certain background, and they've just gone, oh, those must be them. Because, like, by all accounts, like, these were just normal kids. So it makes no sense for them to be randomly attacked. And that seems to be what organized crime gangs are doing now. And this goes back to, like, you know, just how rampant and stuff consumerism is in this country, right? These kids, they all want to have, like, designer stuff, and, you know, they're all on social media all day, and they want Gucci, and they want this, and they want that. Obviously, like, a normal person can't fund that. Even like a person with a good job can't fund that. These kids that are like still in high school, they definitely can't fund that. And then they have opportunistic dickheads come up to them and be like, we'll give you $50,000 if you go stab someone. It's also a lot of nihilism. Well, yeah, people just dehumanize each other so much in this culture. People just feel so comfortable just othering other people. Like, if you're not a part of like some in-group, a lot of people will just disregard you as a human being and your value as a human being. And it's incredibly scary. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if these were like, you know, gun for hire type of mercenary teens that, you know, have been given a vague description and a vague area to look for these kids, and they've, not these particular kids, but whoever the initial targets were, and they were given like, you know, these are kids of African descent, and they've seen 3 kids of African descent and gone, oh, well, that must be them, and just gone, you know. I honestly, this is purely speculation, right? Obviously, I don't have any more details than anybody else, but unfortunately, I just think that's probably going to be the case, that it was mistaken identity. You can't see it being a racially motivated. No, I'm not saying it's racially motivated. I'm saying that these kids were sent to murk people that were of African descent, and then they've seen some people that were African descent, and, you know, it was a mistake. They were like, oh, well, that, you know, that must be that. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm maybe not explaining it properly.
Or if it was a case of mistaken identity. Dow is being remembered as a talented basketballer, but even more, a kind person.
I need an answer for my son. My son is just gone like this. He's a basketball player. He's not a criminal.
We came this country for safety, not to bury our young children. We came here for good life.
Which has now been taken by another night of violent knife crime.
I miss you, my son. I miss you forever.
Live now to Jordan Quinn at police headquarters. Jordan, police believe a gang is responsible.
Karina, they're hunting as many as 8 offenders, but are still trying to work out which gang and which people within that gang are responsible for the...
Thank you for following Schwartz2525. VTuber in politics is something you don't see often, and you're all for it. Well, yeah. We're a bit of a mixed bag around here. All right, Desi, old mate Desi, what's he up to? Still hiding in the bush? Yeah, let's see. A family friend offers new insight on Desi Freeman. Ooh, exciting.
Learning new details about the day Desi Freeman allegedly shot and killed 2 police officers in Port Palm.
You didn't see him when you were up there today. Well, Delta, if you had of, you would be $1 million richer, right? Because they've got a $1 million bounty on him. And I would expect a sizable donation from you, Delta. I would expect you to, like, buy 50,000 subs from me. Buy me 50,000 subs, Delta, with your bounty money. Because I'm poor and I want stuff.
Bunker. Ainsley Kosh is in the high country tonight, where the search has entered its 13th night.
With still no sign of the fugitive, Karina, despite extensive searches today, police have received about 100 reports since that $1 million bounty was announced just yesterday. Those tip-offs leading police to a property earlier today where they searched for some time, about 5 minutes from where Desi Freeman was last seen 2 weeks ago, but sadly to no avail. That as we are learning more details about the fugitive's state of mind in the lead up to the deadly shooting. He was meant to see a doctor about his spiralling mental health, but Desi Freeman never made it to his appointment, instead opening fire on police on that very same day.
She just said we were going to go and see a doctor finally. I can't imagine somebody with a strong personality like him, that would have been an easy task.
Strong personality. This is a guy that can't hold down a job, even though he has 3 kids. There's nothing physically wrong with him. He can't hold down a job, even though he has 3 kids, because he doesn't like being told what to do. That's not a disability. Like I said, I don't like being told what to do either, unless it's in the bedroom, okay? I keep down a job. I'm actually disabled. My immune system is trying to kill me. I manage it, mate. Like, none of us want to work. I buy lottery tickets every freaking week. And if my numbers come up, I will never work again. You'll never hear from me again. I'm just going to buy a lot of chocolate and roll around in my money. I'll just buy a bunch of bikinis and just dive into my pit of money every day. Like, it's going to be amazing. Anyway, side note.
So I would suggest that she had to do a little bit of work to get him to agree to that.
Speaking anonymously to 7 News, this longtime friend of Desi's wife Marley says what unfolded 13 days ago has shaken her to the core.
When somebody told me that this had happened and they said, oh, Desi's done something terrible, and I'm like what? What could he possibly have done?
The self-proclaimed sovereign citizen made no secret of his hatred for police and the government, causing family members and friends to distance themselves, though this family friend says there were never any signs Marley shared those same extremist views.
In the whole probably 5 years I've known Marley, I've never heard her say a bad word about the police. I've never heard her bring up these conversations about the government.
Police say so far the mum of 3 has not been cooperating with their investigation. Today, police continued to search properties in the area from the ground and air.
She's not concerned about him in any way. It's like the police need to do what they need to do. Right now she's getting on with things so she can put her life back together, I suppose, and she's got children, so she's got to put them first.
In the centre of Bright, flags today flew at half-mast as the community grieves the double tragedy. Tomorrow, colleagues and love.
Rolling in money is very dangerous. You can get lots of paper cuts. Yeah, our money isn't made out of paper. We were the first country to have like our money made out of like some type of polymer, and then all the other countries followed us. We were the first country to have like plastic, colourful money, and then a bunch of other countries copied us, but we were the first ones. Everyone always copies us. Stop copying us. Australia #1. You can't. Get your own ideas.
Loved ones will gather to farewell Detective Senior Constable Neil Thompson at a funeral service at the Police Academy in Melbourne from 11 a.m, followed by a police guard of honour. Karina.
Ainsley, thank you.
Do 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 do. Ooh, mushroom killer.
Famous mushroom killer Erin Patterson will soon meet her fate, with the Supreme Court judge handing down her sentence tomorrow.
And in an historic move, the sentencing will be broadcast live to the Australian public. For more, we are joined by President of the Victorian Bar, Justin Hanbury in Melbourne. Justin, thanks for your time this morning. Just how much time is...
I bet Justin has a lot of money. I wonder if he likes weird little goth girls. Look, I have a GD. We can talk about the law together. I'll pretend I find you attractive if you give me money. I'm just joking. That's a joke. I wouldn't do that. But I would like money. I would like free money. You're unfamiliar with this money? What do they look like? Can we eat it? Are they food? No, unfortunately, Schwartz, you cannot eat them. But what you can do is you can exchange them for food. Unfortunately, you have to go and toil away in either an office or a construction site or like some other type of employment that you don't want to be at for 40 hours a week to get the monies. And then you exchange those for food and shelter, and you have nothing left at the end of it. It's a vicious cycle.
Erin Patterson looking at?
Well, she's being sentenced for 3 murders and 1 attempted murder. And it's a relatively rare thing that somebody is sentenced for more than 1 murder at one particular time. It's an offence that has, for an individual charge, a maximum penalty of life imprisonment and a standard sentence of 25 years imprisonment. And obviously in these circumstances, we're dealing with a sentence after she has run a trial and been found guilty by a jury.
Context is important here. What have Erin's defence team said in regards to the sentence?
Well, after fighting the trial on behalf of their client, we then entered a new phase of this matter because the judge is going to be sentencing Erin Patterson based upon the finding of the jury, namely that despite her plea of not guilty, she's now been found guilty of those murders. And the representatives of Ms. Patterson have adapted to that and have made submissions reflecting that new reality. And you can see from the plea hearing that occurred a couple of weeks ago that they were suggesting really the issue here is not whether or not she gets a sentence of life imprisonment or not, which was conceded by them as being the only appropriate sentence.
Jokes aside, your currency is just a string of 1s and 0s. You haven't used any physical money for almost a decade. Yeah, I'm the same. I don't remember the last time I got money out at an ATM. I don't remember the last time I actually... Yeah, I'm just, you know, I'm just a pay pass kind of girl these days. Definitely, yeah, I don't remember the last time I had cash. Yeah, I don't. I honestly don't. It might be about 10 years as well, actually. So I pay all my bills online, and yeah, I pay for my groceries and stuff by card. So yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, that's the same with me. I only really have foreign currency in cash if it's left over from like when I've been overseas, and it's usually probably only like $5 or $6 in like lira or something.
It's a matter of whether she gets a non-parole period set, because it is a relatively rare thing in this state and indeed this country that somebody is sentenced to life without the possibility of parole at any time.
If she doesn't get the possibility of parole, Justin, is she likely to appeal the sentence?
Well, whether she appeals or not, that's a matter for her. But what you could say is that given she is somebody who has maintained her innocence throughout this trial, and she's then facing a sentence that doesn't give her any hope of release at any point in her life, one would think that the motivation to pursue an appeal would be fairly overwhelming.
The sentence...
Did I hear that the RBA is gunning for the bank FPOS fees? No, I didn't. I did not hear that. I guess I shall look into it.
The scene will be broadcast, as we said at the top, from the courtroom itself. Justice Beale made that happen. I mean, what does all this mean ahead of tomorrow?
I think it is a reflection of the fact that this trial has been extraordinary in the amount of public interest that it has generated, and I think quite rightly those involved in the court system understand that it's through these high-profile cases that most people get an understanding of and an experience of the way our justice system works. So I think it's an important opportunity.
I mean, I don't see her getting any type of lenient sentence. I mean, it's how many counts of murder? 3 counts of murder? There's no mitigating sentence. There's no mitigating circumstances, right? Like, there's no domestic violence. There's no this, that, the other. Like, there's nothing that, you know, nothing regarding her mental state that the defense kind of tried to put out. Obviously, they were going for, you know, not guilty, so they weren't trying to paint her in a sympathetic kind of, well, maybe she did poison them, but, you know, battered women's syndrome or yada yada yada. So yeah, I mean, she'll probably get, like, I reckon she'll get like 25 years with, you know, potential for parole after 15 or something along those lines. That would be my guess. But yeah, she's kind of screwed.
Opportunity for the justice system to take up so people can actually see how our system works, can see the thought that goes into sentence, can see the care that goes into crafting the reasons, and that'll be reflected by there being a live stream of it tomorrow.
Justin Hanbury, thanks for your time this morning.
Bye. Are you single, Justin? Do you wanna goth gold digger? I'm here. I'm here to spend your money. Love me. Buy me stuff. I'm poor. Ah, my head's itchy. Police arrest more than 400 at London protest. Not London. I really don't like London. I've been there a few times, and every time I've been there, I'm like, ooh, why am I here? Why am I here just to suffer? Gross.
More than 4.
It's full of British people primarily. That's why it's just kidding. I love British people.
100 protesters have been arrested in London after clashing with police during a demonstration in support of Palestine action.
The violence follows the UK government declaring the group a terrorist organisation.
Frenzied fury. Once again, in central London.
I can't assist you in this arrest because for me it's an unlawful arrest.
More than 1,000 people turning out to support the group Palestine Action and protest the fact it was prescribed a terrorist organisation by the UK government in July.
I'm a retired special needs teacher. I stand for peace.
Oh my goodness, I thought she said something else. She said retired special needs teacher, but it sounded like she said retard. I thought she called herself a yeah. It sounded, look, listen and tell me if you hear it. Until I saw her side and it said retired, and I was like, oh, that's what she said. Because I was like, you can't call the special needs kids that anymore. That's politically incorrect in this day and age. Listen, I'm not crazy. Oh my goodness.
Needs teacher. I stand for peace.
Bye.
I'm a retired special needs teacher.
She said, it sounds like she said it. It sounds so much like she said it. I'm sorry. Until I saw the word retired there, that's 100% what my ear, like, that's 100% what I thought she said. I was like, oh my goodness, lady, you're not allowed to say that anymore. Oh my goodness.
I stand for peace. I stand with solidarity with the people of Gaza.
And you're prepared to be arrested today?
I am prepared to be arrested today.
She was, along with hundreds more.
Withdraw! This woman, like so many others before her, is refusing to walk. So she's being carried into custody.
It might upset her plans to visit her children in Australia. Hopefully not. But apart
Why are her children in Australia? You know what we don't need? We don't need any British people in our country. Look, I'm not anti-immigration. I'm just anti-British. Look, all you people do is whinge, and you can't go outside without getting sunburned. So I'm just saying. But no, on another note, like, good on those people, because my understanding is, and I've only done like some light reading on this subject, but my understanding is that they've essentially criminalized pro-Palestinian demonstrations in London, so all these people could potentially be arrested. And I think it's incredibly awesome that they're, you know, these people are old and they're retired. A lot of these people, I'd say some of the hipsters are probably unemployed. Sorry, hipsters. Shots fired. They probably live at home with their parents, or their parents pay their rent, or yada, yada, yada. But like, I still think it's cool that especially like the older people are willing to get arrested over this. I think that's cool. Respect. All jokes aside about your Britishness.
From that, who cares about being arrested for something that isn't a crime?
The crime was holding these signs, the cardboard taken away by police to be used as evidence.
I'm trying to get arrested. Where can I go?
Only a handful of people were taken into custody in the first few hours. Then officers started moving swiftly.
Get back! More tactics being used by police have now most definitely changed here.
Remember when the British used to liberate concentration camps where genocides were being facilitated? Do you remember when the British used to do that? And now they're arresting protesters who are anti-genocide. It really warms the cockles, doesn't it?
The anger being directed towards them is palpable.
The Metropolitan Police say officers were subjected to an exceptional level of abuse. A large majority of the people attending, first-time protesters, the elderly, the wheelchair-bound, the blind.
Those of us who are in a position to do so really have to stand up for
Oh, this man looks so sweet. Look at him. He looks so cute. I would have a cup of tea with him, and I don't even drink tea. Well, I do drink tea. I don't drink like British style tea, you know, like Earl Grey with milk or whatever. I drink spearmint tea because it regulates my menstrual cycle. Oh, hello, what's going on? What's going on?
people of Palestine.
The Palestine flag waving atop of traffic lights. London's famous landmarks the backdrop for a day of anger, unrest and very high emotion. In London, Jessica Maward, 9 News.
It's just such a waste of resources to arrest people for like holding up placards. Like, my understanding is that the UK is kind of not in the best way at the moment. Like, it doesn't seem like the general, the general population is having a good go at it. I don't know, maybe money and resources could, like, I don't know, be chucked into the NHS and all the other crumbling infrastructure. That might be good. I don't know, maybe just a suggestion. That's my frustrated noise. I don't know, I got nothing. Where's this thing Hyperbovian sent me? Doop-a-doop boop. I am not subscribing. No, go away. Alright, let's look at this one. Sorry, I have to burp. I don't know why I'm so gassy lately. This article updates previous RBA research on bank fees covering the year of June 2024 since 1997. The RBA has collected information on the fees charged to households businesses by banks through their Australian operations. The 23-24 data captured 48 lenders, which account for about 88% of total credit outstanding. Monitoring bank fees over time is important in understanding the costs Australians incur for accessing and using banking services. Bank fees comprise a relatively small share of banks' total revenues. Fees contributed about 5% of reporting banks' total revenue in 23-24. This share was similar to that in 23, but lower than a few years prior. See the graph. Do you guys like the graph? It's graphing. It be graphing. Water makes you burp. I don't think that's normal, Delta. You might have GORD. You might have gastroesophagus reflux disease. I think that's what it stands for. I don't know. That one is very dense. Well, I don't know. Yeah, you should look up GORD. It's an acronym, so it's GORD. Because you could need to like take some prescription like antacids like omeprazole. When I had a stomach ulcer, I had to take omeprazole. And that's Anyway, I guess they're trying to charge us more bank fees. Is that the TLDR Hyperbovian? Yeah, this does drone on a bit. It's all right. GORD with a D at the end. GORD. It's called GERD in America with an E because they spell esophagus different. They don't have an O at the end. So you could technically Google GERD or GORD, but the Australian way would be GORD with a D. In brief, the RBA is reviewing its regulation of card payments and surcharging. The aim of the review is to ensure that the RBA's objectives of competition, efficiency, and safety in the payment system are being met. The consultation paper identifies some issues with the current approach and asks for feedback on our proposed changes. I propose bugger off. I'm not paying fees on fucking anything. It's my money. Why are you charging me to spend my money? Bugger right off. Okay? I am lazy and I'm poor. You don't get reflux twice a week. Okay, well, it sounds like you do. You like it when articles are very dense and very wordy because they're more detailed, but not everyone has time for that. Well, I think especially a lot of demographics these days have like social media induced like ADHD, where a lot of people don't just have the attention span. They'll just, if you don't make things like super quick, super snappy, people just kind of tune out. People lose, they're just not into it. Just not into it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wow. Yeah, my body is struggling today. I am so tired. I don't know. Does anyone have any suggestions for anything, or should we just play the Scrandle games? I'm done. I say as I close the infographic. Shush. 24-hour checking. Should we watch it? Oh, we watched the one about Parramatta the other night. But the issue is when I watch those, so many of them are in Western Sydney, and it just makes me sad and nostalgic for Western Sydney. Another time. Another time. They want to phase out fees, saving household $1.2 billion. It represents a 1.5% price drop on everything. Oh, that's good then. That's good then. I'm for that. I just assumed they wanted to steal money from me. Stop trying to steal money from me, everyone. I'm poor. Give me money. I just always assume people are trying to steal money off me. That's exactly where my brain goes the majority of the time. I don't know. What is this? Oh, that's what you mean by wins that the media aren't reporting? I don't know. Look, my uterus has a mind of its own today. It's very hard to concentrate on anything. Curry, goat and rice, or sausage in waffle. And one is from Norway and one is from England. I don't know. And in 2 weeks' time, my body will punish me for not putting a baby in it tonight. It's like, I want you to conceive a baby on the blood moon. And I'm like, no, I will not. I will not give birth to the Antichrist. I refuse. See what they're trying to make me do. I'd probably eat the curry. Goat curry sounds good. Chorizo roll with onions. Yes, please. Don't mind if I do. Dairy milk donut. Or pork stuffing and gravy bap. What's up, bap? Bap, bap, bap. Bappy, bappy, bappy. Oh, wait. I've got my scrandle setting. Let's go like this so everyone can see it. Yeah, today's my ovulation day, so I could get pregnant on the blood moon. You certainly have your ideas on how to do tax and bill peeps, but they're just your opinions, and others may have other ideas and or disagree with mine. Well, people are argumentative in general, I find. I myself am just contrarian by nature, pretty much. But also, a lot of the time, I don't care. I just don't have the energy to care. Dairy milk donut or pork stuffing and gravy. I don't know. It depends if you want something sweet or something meat. Sweet or meat. Real hard to compare dessert and dinner. Yeah. Well, yeah, it 100% just means what you want. Because usually I would go for something savory followed by something sweet, you know? A bit of dessert afterwards. Do we go for the donut or the roll? I don't know. I would go for one and then the other. That's what I would do. You think the donut has lost a few times? All right. Nope, the donut won. I trusted you and you betrayed me. How dare you? Turkey schnitzel or sausage bread and a pint. We're going to go for the Polish sausage because Polish sausage is delicious. And it lost. How very rude. Gammon bread and a pint. Or katsu chicken curry. Katsu. Katsu all the way. Curry cheese chips or pineapple chicken, barbecue pork and beef empanadas. Oh, that does sound good. I'm going to go for the empanadas. Empanadas. Fried cod bites with garlic sauce. Or steak pie chips and gravy. Did I end up having katsu? Yeah, I had katsu for dinner. I had chicken katsu for dinner. Which is just basically schnitzel made with panko instead of normal breadcrumbs. But yeah, it was nice. I made like some Japanese slaw and I had it with that. And I had it with like Kewpie mayonnaise. Trying to get my protein in. I have to try and make myself go to the gym tonight. What'll happen if I work out under the blood moon? Will I get any type of powers? Because I really want to. I don't know. This looks good. Like, this is just basically fish. Fish and chips without the chips and with curry sauce. But this has chips and gravy. Yeah, chips and gravy always win. It's such a winning bogan food. Chips and gravy are amazing. Fish and chips. I'll get werewolf powers. Well, people say that, like, lupus has something to do with, like, the werewolf myth. Let me see. The link between systemic lupus and the werewolf myth is found in the disease's name lupus, which is the Latin for wolf. One theory suggests the connection stems from the butterfly rash on the face of some lupus patients, resembling a wolf's bite. Another possible link is through photosensitivity, a symptom of SLE. Yeah, that's what I get. That's why I can't go. That's why I can't go out in the sun. And the folklore surrounding the full moon, a common werewolf trope, which may have been observed in some patients. Menstrual cycles. My menstrual cycle is synced with the moon. Hang on. Menstrual cycles. Some researchers suggest a connection between estrogen and lupus. I do have that. Historically, women may have tracked their menstrual cycles by the moon. If lupus symptoms were exacerbated around this time, they are. I am feeling it today. I feel it when I'm ovulating and when I'm PMSing. The association between the moon, women, and wolves could have been strengthened in people's mind, further fueling the myth. There you go, guys. The term lycanthropy itself refers to the delusion of transforming into a wolf. This is a different concept than the disease SLE, but it highlights the historical link between the idea of human to wolf transformation. There you go, guys. There you go. Lupus girl were working out underneath the blood moon. What could go wrong? The vampire werewolves sucks unless you do mods. I need to do mods to myself if I want to be a vampire werewolf. Oh, you mean in Skyrim? Okay, I got you. I got you. I'm like, what's going on? I'm not modifying myself. Yeah, I got that, Delta. I got that after I read it. Chicaneros all the bullpit beast. Well, I mean, I would go for this, especially if it was a kebab. Let's be honest. Seven out of 10. That'll do her. That will do her. I'm having a hard time today. Ooh, what is that? Oh, it says potatoes, butter, salt, pepper, short crust pastry, onion optional, cheese optional. This dish is a savory pie consisting of a buttery, flaky pastry, crust filled primarily with potatoes and onions, seasoned with salt and white pepper. It offers a simple yet comforting flavor. Often enjoyed as a main or side dish, its creamy texture and rich taste make it a delightful choice. Typically served hot, it pairs well with pickles or ketchup for added zest. I assume they mean tomato sauce? Cheese and potato pie, yeah, but what train station does this look like? Can we work it out? What do we think this is? It could be the UK or it could even be Australia. But it pairs with pickles. Surely it's Welsh. It kind of looks New South Wales like. It kind of looks like Central Station. Do we try Australia? Ice cold. United Kingdom. Correct. Butter pie. Tequila, lime juice, grapefruit soda. Oh, you're going to know this, Hyperbovian. You seem to know a lot about alcohol. Tequila, lime juice, grapefruit soda, orange juice, tomato juice, grenadine, hot sauce, salt, chili pepper, ice, lime wedge. This has got to be Mexican or American, right? This dish is a vibrant, refreshing drink made by mixing tequila with citrus juice, tomato juice, or sangria, and a splash of soda or grapefruit flavored soft drink. Flavored with chili powder, salt, and lime, it offers a perfect balance of tangy, spicy, and salty notes, often served over ice in a salt-rimmed glass. It's a lively and flavorful cocktail enjoyed on warm days. Is this Mexican? Is it Mexican? Mexico? CC? You're not sure? It could be America, right? Let's try Mexico. Yep. Vampiro. Oh, there's a lot of like lupus, a lot of wolves. Oh no, I was the one talking about wolves. The Vampiro is a traditional Mexican cocktail. There you go. Ooh. This looks interesting. Flour, sugar, eggs, butter, yeast, milk, dark rum, water, vanilla extract, apricot jam, whipped cream, and fruits. This dish is a small yeast cake soaked in a luscious rum syrup, often served with whipped cream or pastry cream. It features a light and airy texture, absorbing the flavorful syrup to create a moist and rich dessert. Typically presented as an individual serving, this sweet treat is known for its delightful balance of boozy warmth and sweet decadence, making it a beloved choice for dessert lovers. I almost said disease lovers. I was like, that's not right. That's not right. My cat is snoring. I don't think the microphone's going to pick it up, but she's snoring and it's very cute. She sounds like a little old man. It looks like a donut. It does. I've got a feeling it might be French. I'm going to try France. Oh. I was right. No, it's France. It is France. Jeez, that was a good guess. Because they always, whenever it's like French and it's got marmalade in it, they always call it apricot jam and not marmalade. Well, what is Paddington Bear supposed to eat? Can I ask you that? Yeah, that's what I thought. What's he supposed to do without his marmalade sandwiches? Now we're going to guess where we are in the world. I don't know, guys. I'm having trouble today. I'm having trouble thinking. Tie back alley, yeah, but I'm trying to see if there's more information. I'm trying to see if like we can narrow it down to like where exactly. Oop. Can make it an early night. Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna have to. I'm really struggling. I did actually, because I didn't stream today, I did actually sleep a lot and I thought, oh, I'll be okay. But it doesn't seem to be working out that way, unfortunately. How often do I do morning streams? Just on the weekend. Otherwise, I'm at work. And I think that would be frowned upon by the Victorian government if I were to stream in the middle of in the middle of their department building. Ooh, 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 ooh. Two guns. They have got two guns, guys. Not one, but two. They got a Suzuki. Watch out. Yeah. Alright. There is no landmark? Yeah. Well, it looks like there's a big Buddha at the end of the road. Is that a big Buddha? That might be a landmark. What is this gold thing? Oh, I think it's just a temple. I got excited. Is it a famous temple? Nah, it looks like a normal temple. It looks like we were here yesterday. Big Buddhas are kind of everywhere too. I mean, some of them are very famous though. Yeah, this just looks like a run-of-the-mill local temple. I don't know. What are you feeling? Whereabouts in Thailand do you reckon? Anyone got any guesses? I don't. You're sure any local information is in Thai so we can't read it? Yeah, you may well be right. Alright, let's just get the country right at least. $197 kilometers away. Next round. Oh, West Point Pharmacy. I know that West Point is like the military academy, and I think that's in Arlington, right? Or like somewhere in Virginia. I don't know, is that right? I feel like it might be. Oh wait, what's this called? Monticello Academy. I don't know what that is. I feel like we're getting away from the shops if we go this way. I feel like there's more shops down here. Maybe the pharmacy is just called West Point Pharmacy and that's not the name of the town. I think I broke it. It's in Utah? Is it? Are we in Utah? Oh shit, what happened? I broke it. I broke her. She's gone. I'm sorry. Let's reset it. It froze. It did something. The void, yeah, we fell off the earth. Alright, I think we're in somewhere where the ocean is. Santa Cruz. EA Santa Cruz. That's what that sign says. We are in a country, alright? I don't know. A Spanish-speaking country? We have to start again because it died. Is there gonna be a flag somewhere? City Hall? Oh yeah, this looks like a council building. There's no flag or anything. And there's literally no town name or anything. Looks like something down here as well. Behind you. It's a church. Oh. Oh, Brazil. That's a Brazilian flag, right? Just here. Maybe we're in Brazil. Is there a place called Santa Cruz in Brazil? I think that's just the name of the street. Salto Alto. I think that's the name of the clothing store. A Porto? It's Portuguese chicken. Well, there's mountains. I don't think that narrows it down, but there are mountains. Wow, I've got a cramp in my arm from fucking scrolling. I think that's why I've been having cramps lately, because my hormones are like, yeah, I want a baby. Give me a baby. Yeah. How about no? How about I don't do that? Do I click or scroll? Both. I do both. And both of them hurt me. Imagine being a woman where your body literally punishes you for not being pregnant. Fun times. And then it punishes you when you are pregnant. Do I take iron supplements? Yeah, I get iron infusions, like intravenous. I think it's ferritin. I've had 2 of those in like the last 3 years because my rheumatologist has sent me to get them, and I also had some blood transfusions as well. I think the last blood transfusion I had was like 2 years ago, I want to say. But yeah. What did you miss? Not much. Men only get punished once. How do men get punished? If I need any blood, here you are. Are you RH negative, Delta? Because if you're not RH negative, I'll die. Yeah, I think you have to be either A negative or O negative to donate to me. Yeah, like, you know how your blood type has either a positive or a negative? Angel blood? Oh god, don't get me started on the people that think RH negative is angel blood. I don't have angel blood. I just am RH negative. That's all. Yeah, I don't think I'm special because I have RH negative. You're actually O negative, are you? You can actually, Delta, you can actually give me blood. That's amazing. I'll keep you on speed dial for when for when I need a blood transfusion. I'll yeah, I'll make sure. I need a snack. Ooh, we're on the beach. Oh, there's a sign. We went the right way, I feel like. We can see where we're going. We might be able to narrow it down. Did I go too far? Yes, yes I did. Come back here. Turn around. Where's the sign? Oh, I think this is how much it costs to use the road. I don't think this is a like... Although, I think pagamento might be the... I don't know. I think this is like how much the tolls are for the road. I'm gonna keep you in her room. Don't pretend like you wouldn't like it if I kept you in my room, Delta. You would freaking love it if I kept you around as my blood bag. Don't lie. Pretending that you don't like it. You all know you would. Kamara. Is there a place called Kamara? I don't know. Caminhos de Anchieta. Kamara. Okay, we're in a place called Kamara, but I don't know where that is, so it doesn't really help. Does anyone know where Kamara is? Why are there so many places in Brazil? Why won't they think... Okay, we're looking on the coast because we're on the coast, right? So that kind of helps a little bit. Porto La Cruz? We did see a lot of things say La Cruz. Oh no, wait, that's Venezuela. Take that back. Yeah, maybe we'll keep on looking. I like how Delta pretends it isn't his fantasy that like a crazy goth girl doesn't want to keep him around as a blood bag. Oh, what was that sign? Nothing. Nothing. It provided no information whatsoever. Well, there's a sign here that looks like it's a place sign. Sao Paulo, Rio de Janeiro. Okay, that helps. So let's go here then. $58.4 kilometers away. That was pretty fucking good. That was pretty good. Pretty proud of myself, I've got to say. Holla, holla yourself, baby. What's up? Hanging on the passenger side of a best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. Club de la Tercera Edad. Nova. I don't know. I'm not smart. Leave me alone. Oh, there's a restaurant. Oh, it says Mex. Does that mean it's Mexico? What does this sign say? This lady doesn't look happy to be waiting for the bus. She probably has to go to work and she's angry. I feel like I need to learn how to speak Spanish. Planet Kids? Don't tell Jeffrey Epstein. Oh no. Oh, there's a lot of food around here. This seems like my kind of town. I had a burrito yesterday. Community of Tuxpan? But what country is it in? Is Tuxpan a place in Mexico? That's what I'm looking for. Tampico? Campeche? Did we see somewhere that said Campeche? I feel like maybe we did. Can't be Mexico, no yellow filter on the camera. Thanks for that inside, Delta. Delta once again bringing the big brains to the operation. How would we live without him? We wouldn't. That is the answer. We would all be dead without Delta. Kilometers an hour road signs? I think America's like the only country that does miles at this stage. Like my brain's any bigger? My brain's super big, Delta, because it's swollen. My brain is swollen from my lupus, so it's very big. It just doesn't work, so how dare you? I have a very big brain. It's just not operational. Okay? Alright. Why is my blood bag talking back to me? Blood bag, be a good boy, okay? mean, they have Coronas. I know they have those other places besides Mexico, but maybe just jam it in. Yeah, I'm gonna go for here. Nope, completely wrong. There we go. 971 kilometers away. Bro is exposing his fetishes. This looks like Spain. This looks like actual Spain. This looks like maybe Valencia. Where are we? Maybe it's Italy. Yeah, it might be Italy. I might have spoken too soon. Eastern Sydney. Nah, it's Spain. We're in Spain. Paulo, Mario, Ernesto. Yeah. Giovanni. Oh, it's a mixture of Spanish and Italian names. So, thank you. That helps us a lot. We do appreciate it. We really do. Ernesto. Ernesto could be hot. Ernesto, are you hot? Are you hot, dead Spanish dude? Probably a priest, but, you know, still would. Still would. Pharmacia. Could be an overweight man with a bald man with a drinking problem. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm not into that. Focaccia? Could be Italy. I don't know. Could this be like... It's Andorra? I feel like it could be like Basque country. Basque country. Riero. Let's go. With the streets labeled via, it's Latin. Yeah, but Spanish is a Latin language too. I'm gonna trust you. Okay, hiragana. We're in Japan. Hello. Hello, sir. What else can we look for? Where could we be? We're at home. We're a real partner. You read Japanese, Hyperbovian? I can read Korean. I can read Hangul. Looks like Yakuza 4. That's a racism, Delta. That's a macro aggression. Let us see something. Oh, there's a sign here. This might be useful. Outside the porta potty. No, it's not very clear. I know. Oh my god. Help me, I'm dumb. Help me, I was dropped on the head as a child. Why won't you help me? Does any of this mean anything? Where my weebs at? Soroban, old and new. Hello, Soroban. Which version of Tron? The one with like Olivia Wilde? I've seen that one. I've seen that one. Is that the one you mean? I think there's like a bunch of them. You're such a fucking gooner, Delta. Why does my blood bag have to be? She is pretty. She is pretty. Shame about her personality. She's not a very nice person, apparently. She is pretty. Was she the one in house? Yeah, she was the one in house. Fun fact, she was supposed to get the role of Marissa in the OC, but she didn't. She lost it to Misha Barton. I've watched too many gossip videos on YouTube. Like, oh, what's the oh, there's a map here, Hyperbovian. This will help us if we can get over here. Look at it. I'll have to navigate very carefully. You watched House. What are you doing in Google Maps? I don't know. We're trying to get our jollies. It's a hard world, but somebody's got to do it. Where'd it go? Did we end up somewhere different? There was a freaking map on the wall. Am I crazy? It made you an expert on lupus. What? That it's never lupus? I said that to my rheumatologist when she told me I have lupus. I was like, it's never lupus. And she was like, yeah, I haven't heard that one before. And I was like, yeah, well, lady, what do you want from me? Okay, I'm all out of jokes. I can't wait. I'm going to go to so many bathhouses when I'm in Japan. Except you have to cover up your tattoos. No tattoos allowed. I'm going to get my tattoos lasered off. MetLife. You have tats. What do I have? Okay, so this is a really bad story, but this is a really bad story, and I'm not proud of telling this story. Okay, so when I was 14, my friend who wasn't 14, but also wasn't much older, was dating a tattoo artist that worked at Wicked Ink in Penrith. Yes, I know. Anyway, we were drinking in Penrith because we were delinquents, and she was like, oh, my boyfriend will give us tattoos. And I was like, cool. So I went and I got the heart from Siamese Dream. It's on my hip. And I have the hourglass with bat wings from Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness on my shoulder. And yeah, I got those when I was 14. And then my dad asked me to make him a cup of coffee. And this was when I was like 15. My dad asked me to make him a cup of coffee. And I was wearing like, I don't know, like a short top, I guess, that like lifted up when I went to get a mug from the cupboard. And he was like, that better be drawn on, Missy. And I was like, no, I'm sorry, I got 2 tattoos, by the way, because my dad is covered in tattoos, which is why like he didn't want me to get tattoos. But also that's why I'm not attracted to men covered in tattoos, because my dad is covered in tattoos. So I'm not like, ooh, it's just normal to me to see like that. But yeah, I don't know where in Japan we are. I'm just gonna fathom a guess. But Osaka style. Osaka dialect style. The amount of times a day I say Osaka style for like absolutely no reason. I just really enjoy saying it. Osaka style. Why? I don't know. I have a problem. Anyway, that's the story of how I have the 2 tattoos that I have. And yeah, that's the story. Basically a pedophile gave me some tattoos, so you know, good times. I already did that, didn't I? Yes, I did. I wonder if Wicked Ink is still there. Probably is. If anything, it probably has more business. I also got my belly button pierced at Wicked Ink in Penrith when I was 12. Although, I did go with my next door neighbour, who technically was an adult, so that's fine. I still have my belly button pierced. It's the only piercing I still have. Oh, and my ears. We might be in Brazil again. It's the same vibe as earlier. Thanks for the nose news, Neighborino. I will keep it on file. I'll keep it on file for a later date. Perez. My blood bag thinks that Brazil is nice, guys. You think Perez is a city? I think Perez Hilton is a celebrity news blogger. Panda? Yes, Delta? May I help you? How may I service you? Damn it, it's a .com address. Perez Hilton is still around. Yeah, he's getting sued by Blake Lively at the moment. Don't worry, guys. I know all the celebrity gossip. It's important. It's important to stay up to date. Colombia. Just the locals having some nose beers. Pardon me. Sometimes a lady has to let out a burp. La Fortuna. Sydney Sweeney is suing Perez Hilton. No, Blake Lively, the guy that's married to Ryan Reynolds, a Deadpool fuckwit. I don't think Sydney Sweeney is I don't know. I don't know if Sydney Sweeney is real. I think she might be like just a pair of boobs that walk around and go, I'm Sydney Sweeney and I shit my jeans. Like all I see is boobs. Boobies, boobies, boobies. You didn't realize Ryan Reynolds was gay? There you go. Blake Lively is a woman. Her name is Blake. Because you know how Americans call their daughters like boys' names a lot of the time? And they have a daughter called James. So Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively have a daughter called James. And then I think a few of their other kids are called like boys' names as well. I'm not entirely... You're afraid of Americans? You should be. Are you afraid of the world? Are you afraid you can't help it? Now it looks like we're in Australia. Kind of a little bit. If you squint. If you squint. Oh, I'm back. Can you not do that to the cat tree, Nori? It's scary. Just say North Brazil, Colombia. All right, let's go for Colombia. I never trust what a certain talking sack of blood has to say. Get back in the wardrobe, Delta, until I need another blood transfusion, okay? Why is my blood bag talking? Look, I fed you today. What else do you want? I fed you some red meat to keep your red blood cells high. That should be enough for you. All right, guys. I'm going to go sit down and rest, and then I maybe hopefully can go to the gym tonight, but we'll see. Otherwise, I will just be having ovulation pain in peace and pain. Peace and painful. She's getting violently delirious? What do you mean? I'm not being violent. He offered to give me free blood transfusions. I didn't do anything wrong. I'm an angel. All right. See you next time. Bye.